there's going to be an outtake video for this one. Yeah. So this is Panda from Panda Outdoors. We're back down at the permission, going to do a bit of camping this weekend. You've already seen it before where we were shooting in four-wheel driving around here, but we're going to have a bit of a camp and a cookout this weekend. I've got a new tent to test out. It's like an Australian one that the Australians use. Can't remember the name. If I can find the link for it, I'll put it down below. So I'm going to give that a test out today, and I've got some new kit I want to test out. So if you come with us, I'll bring you along for the ride, driving down to where we're going to be camping. Catch us in a minute. We're just going to drive down now to the where we're going to camp for the weekend. So we're just going to cut through a few fields and a couple of gates to get to the camper location. So I'll bring you down when we're there about dropping into the meadow. So I'll bring you back then. So we're just dropping into the quarry, into the meadow now. So you can see, it's a nice view of the meadow. So we're just gonna go down now, down into the meadow, and then come back up to where we're gonna be camping. I wonder, they end up on your breakfast if they just run in front of your car. That means making a break for it. Looks like somebody's been trying to make a bit of a shelter, but looks like it's collapsed. So, as you can see, the grass is a lot higher than it was last time when we come. Where we've got to get is up behind that coppice tree. So, if you've seen on the last video, this was the big steep hill that I had to get up. It was a bit tricky, it's a lot steeper than what it looks on camera, but I'm going to go for it again and see if we can get up there. Just dropped it down into four-wheel low. I'm just going to go for it. Yes!
You got that.
Power, baby! In the words of Jeremy Clarkson, it's power. Whew. So, as you've just seen in the video, we've just got up that hill. It was a lot more difficult with two people in, as I say. I'm a bit slender like, but Brownies dead fat, so we couldn't get up the hill with all our camping gear and the two of us in there. So that is the hill we've just come up. It doesn't look as steep on camera, but believe me, it is a lot steeper than it looks. We're just going to get set up now, get a fire on and get some food on the go. We've got some chicken, burgers and stuff like that. As you can see, just down there we've come up. Doesn't look as steep, but it is. From the local farm butchers on the way in. Always sort us out with some nice food and stuff like that. So I will show you where we're about to set up camp and the bushcraft camp that's been started to be built on our permission. So I'll bring you back in a second. Bag. Big shout out to Scouts in the van for hooking me up with a new mug. And this is where we're going to be camping. See, there's Andy and there's Brownie. So we're going to be using the kids' bushcraft, Andy's kids' bushcraft camp for the weekend. Fire pit's already there, so we're going to be cooking and stuff off that. And we might get the air rifle out and have a little shoot off the shooting post there. So we'll bring you back when all the tents are set up. Okay, so I've just picked the spot where I'm going to camp. You can see it's just there, and that's the view that I've got. If you can see, you know, the focus is a bit crap. That's the view I've got for in the morning when I wake up. So I'll just put you on a time lapse now and let you a quick look at me setting up the tent that I've brought with me today. So that is Andy's setup. Andy's just going to be sleeping in his hammock, no tarp. The weather's lovely, there's no rain, he's just going to be staying under the trees in his hammock. This hammock is designed for the larger stature gentlemen. As you've seen on the video, none of us are exactly slim build, so we need a bit more rugged equipment. So this is made for the bigger man. And as you can see, Andy is all man. So that's what Andy's going to be staying in tonight. And Brownie's testing out his new one-man tent. He got off, where was this from, mate? Amazon? Amazon. So this was off Amazon.
Miltech Tactical and Outdoor.
A Miltech Tactical and Outdoor tent. So that's what you're looking for. I will leave links for all these in the description. As you can see, the hammock, you got that on Amazon as well, didn't you, Rand?
Yep.
That was off Amazon. So that was on Amazon. I will find a link for a tent like mine as well and put that in after I've given it a bit of a review. Probably not be the same make, but something similar. Okay, so this is the camp for tonight. Mate Brownie's over there, you've got Andy in the middle. Me on the far end. This is where we're going to be cooking and relaxing around a fire tonight and having a good gab, stuff like that. And then the Jeep's just parked there, just in case we need to bug out for an emergency. So I will bring you back in a bit.
I might have to put it out up the tree, yeah.
So Andy's now just done the first test. What he done was he stuck a small child in it to make sure it can hold his weight. Now they're going to swap and Andy's going to try if he can get in it without breaking the trees. I mean snapping the ropes. You look very elegant there, and oh.
It's creaking a bit. Have I got ground clearance?
Yeah, loads of room.
So we
just cut that a minute here, banana. Yeah, that's on that, Andy. Got loads of ground clearance. So as you can see, if you're a bigger guy, the DD extra large, built for big men, is the hammock you want.
Just for men.
Just for men.
Has pockets at either end.
Ooh, pockets for all your
Phone
stuff.
slot.
And you've got a little rope on the top there to hang your boxies when they're all sweaty.
I can sniff them all night.
That's not too bad.
So there's loads of flies out today because of the heat, obviously. And we're in a bit of a woodland, so there's loads of flies. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try and make moss fly deterrent. I think it's called deterrent. So basically I'm going to just beat down the middle of the stick to open it, and then I'm going to stuff the moss down it and light it, and hopefully that will get rid of some of the flies because they don't like the smoke. And he's just coming over now with a big load of moss, if you can see, and I've already got a little bit there. So hopefully it works and I get rid of some of these flies because they're starting to get annoying, just a little bit. So I will bring you back in a second and show you what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna batten down now just to open it up, batten across that way and the other way, just so we can stuff the moss down into it before we light it, so it works out like a bit of a torch. Well, that was good. Say goodbye to me knife. Okay, so note to self, do not batten down with that knife.
What type of knife was it?
It was a present off me missus, so we won't tell her that. So anyone on YouTube, if they know me missus, don't tell her I broke my knife. Can I borrow your axe, please, mate? So I'm going to batten down an axe with another axe. So, mate, thank you. Just hope to God my axe doesn't break now. No, my luck. Okay, so now we've just made a bit of a break in it. I'm just going to open it up and stuff the moss inside it. If it works. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm just going to go and get my fire lighting kit because I've left it over there. I'm going to light it and then I'll show you it once it's all lit. Turn it off. Okay, so there's the torch now. Just as you can see, smoking. Probably not the most bushcraft way of doing it we've got, but we got it lit in the end. So now it's smoking, and the flies have cleared up a little bit. So hopefully it works. As I say, it's the first time we've ever tried doing that. We just seen it in a book, so we just thought we'd give it a whirl. So hopefully it works. And that is the view from the living room. Brownie just getting all very bushcrafty there. He's whittling that log down into a Land Rover or something, I think he said.
A lift kit for that.
He's making a lift kit out of a log for the Toronto, that's what he's doing. Come back later and it'll be a coil spring. And he's just sitting there thinking Brownie's on drugs. Okay, so I'll bring his back in a little bit.
You want to talk?
So as you can see, it's all smoking now, getting rid of some of the flies anyway. With the summer, you're obviously going to get cased with flies, but hopefully these work. I think next time I'll probably just buy some incense. It would have been a lot easier. I've broken my knife, cost me more than £2 worth of incense from Home and Bargain and destroyed my knife. But other than that, it's working and we're having fun while we're doing it. Okay, so we're just about to start cooking now, and he's just diving into the tinder pouch that I've got. Okay, so there's the fire pit that the kids already made. As I say, they made quite a cool little bushcraft camp so far. Andy is gonna light the fire now. As you can see, they keep the grill just hid away in the trees there. So the grill's just in the trees, just there.
Not flint and steel.
Yeah, so Andy's just wants me knife and me flint and steel. So just going to use the Ember Rock flint and steel, if you can see there, if it zooms in. Focuses, sorry. No, it's not focusing, but yeah, it's the Ember Rock flint and steel, just off Amazon. Okay, so Andy's now just going to fluff that tinder bundle up.
Pass a little tiny bit of that on.
Get it all right. And Brownie's just making a makeshift fly smoker out of a Pringles tub. Adapt and overcome survival of bushcraft. Man's going hungry, Andy. Hey. Okay, so that's what we use to get it going. The Amber firelighter, fire steel off Amazon, and the tinder bundle that we use, just a wax tinder ball from, I think it was Home Bargains or Aldi. Rough them up and they take a spark quite well. So as you can see, we're just gonna relax now. Fire's on. I think we're gonna have chicken kebabs and burgers for tea, or Mexican style chicken and rice. So I'm all set up there. So as you can see, Andy's got the fire going nice now. He's trying to get his fire starting badge. Brownies, Pringle, whatever it was.
Know
Fly
exactly what it was.
deterrer. Just went up in flames. So now that
It done its job.
is on the fire.
Done its job.
What did it do, mate?
Done its job.
How long did it last?
Longer than your fucking let's use this moss. Let's use that moss, man.
Worked.
It worked. We got the fire going now, ain't it? So.
But what happened was, we just stuck it on the fire.
Because Andy was struggling.
Andy starved it of oxygen, sticking fucking half a tree on straight away. If you see that big massive log. So we might get fed like 7 o'clock tomorrow night when the fire goes down. When we've got coals. So good job we're all fat, so we won't waste away too quick.
Prepared for this, me. Years of preparation.
Because we knew Andy was going to starve us all. Come camping, he said. Let's go to the woods, he said. I'll get us all kinds of food. You just can't eat it. You just can look at it in the cooler box. That's what he said. So we're now taking it over to Brownie's kitchen. Give us a wave. Okay, so just getting the food prep on the go. The video. As I say, we've got some fish, chicken, burgers, and we've also got rice. We've got corn on the cob, peppers, mushrooms, and tomatoes. So we're just going to have a bit of a Mexican style night tonight. The fire's on the go. Cooler box there with all the meat in. And that is where we are staying. So, as I say, managed to get the Jeep right next to camp as well tonight, which was a bit of a bit of a good help, to be honest. So as you can see, there's the Jeep, and then there's the camp. Andy and little Tom are just checking out Andy's hammock, making sure it's alright for tonight. Unfortunately, little Thomas has got to go home. Well, he doesn't want to stay with us tonight, he said. So he'll be going home soon. Twist!
Hey.
Hey! I missed that, I just missed it.
Thank you.
So what happened to your backhoe Laplander, Brownie?
It's there.
Not sticking 18-volt battery on that though, no?
No. Don't know how long the battery, I need to tighten that. It's too loose.
Your nuts loose?
No, the chain. Your nuts loose.
Hey!
Fucking will be in a minute, I'll start filming me.
Boom, boom. Smoking.
And chocolate.
So as you can see, it's got a bit dark now. Just relaxing by the fire. We had chicken and rice Mexican style with wraps for tea. Brownies there with the backhoe, just cutting up some wood. The chainsaw battery's died now, so he's back on the backhoe. It's all manpower, the backhoe though. Doesn't take an 18-volt battery.
24-volt battery actually on them.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Get your facts right.
Sorry, 24-volt battery that he charges by plugging it in his arse, most probably. Well, hey ho. So, I'll bring you back if anything magic or tragic happens.
Tragic, the fire went out.
Or if Brownie loses a finger with his dodgy sword in there. So the fire's looking good. Even though it took Andy about 10 minutes to put that one bit of wood on, just there. That one bit of wood on just there, it took him 10 minutes to put it in the right position. And it still fell over. As I say, Andy the Uber woodsman there. Bushcraft's finest. Charging £30 an hour for bushcraft lessons. Get on him. You can tie knots, but he can't put wood on a fire. It's just, you pay for what you get though, to be honest. Okay, so come got in the tent now. Fire's just dying down to embers. Andy's just got in his hammock, Brownie's just got in his tent. He's testing his tent out for the first time. I'm testing mine. I finally figured out what the name was. It's called a swag. It's mainly what the Australians use when they're out four-wheel driving and stuff like that. It's the Swag XL. As I say, I'm a big lad and there's plenty of room for me in here, plus my gear. So it's ideal. I've just got the bug net over me tonight. I haven't got the full blackout cover, I've just got the bug net part. So I can see out. And I've also put the door down, if you can just see there. I've put the door down. So I've got a nice view of the stars while I'm just chilling before I go to sleep. So I will bring you back in the morning. Morning, YouTubers. It's now 6:30 in the morning. It was a great sleep in the swag. As I say, the mattress is nice and thick. And the view that we woke up to this morning is amazing. I'm just going to get up now, cook some breakfast, tidy up camp, and then make our way back up to the farm and help out the farmer, do some chores and that for letting us camp down here tonight. So I'll bring you back once we've cooked breakfast. As you can see, that's the view that we woke up to this morning. You can't complain at that, waking up to that every morning. So just got the fire on the go now. We didn't bring no bacon or sausages with us, we forgot them. So what we're going to be having is lamb burgers for breakfast. So fire's on the go now, pans on. Everyone's just doing a bit of admin. Gonna have some breakfast and then we're gonna get a wash. Because nobody wants to be the smelly one at camp. So as you can see now, we've had the chef change, haven't we, Brownie?
I fashioned these out of an oak tree.
Yeah, so we made tongs out of an oak tree and he made a lift kit out of a bit of wood he found for the Nissan. It's like...
Oh, what's that knife? What's the knife called?
But he broke the knife in the middle of doing it. Yeah. But other than that, he done a good job. And Andy is now never allowed near a campfire ever again. Last time we come, he trying to give us raw chicken. This time, he destroyed the burgers. So, Andy, you're bad. Luckily, Bushcraft Brownie is on the case. Bring you back when we're having our burgers. So, food's all cooked. We're just letting the fire, if you can see behind me, just there, just letting the fire burn out for a bit. Then before we go, we'll douse it out with water. As I say, when you're camping, leave no trace. But this is on privately owned land, and the family who own the farm, they've built this and said we can use it. So we will be leaving the fire pit there. But where I was camping last night, just on the spot just there, I'll make sure there's no rubbish, nothing left there, so I can leave no trace. So the landowner will let us use it again, hopefully. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to pack down my swag, get it all back in the bag, put it in the back of the Jeep, then pack all my kit back into my bag. We're going to head up to the farm, and we've got a few chores throughout the farm away before we go home, for letting us camp on the land. So I'll bring you back when I'm all packed away and we're up at the farm, show you what chores are in store for us. Okay, so I'm all packed away now. As you can see, that's where I was last night. I've left no trace. All my rubbish is with me. There's no trace me being there. These 2 blocks of wood were already there. I think that's for when the landowners are shooting and stuff like that. So I've left no trace. I've just got sun cream and my Pringles to take with me and we're all done. So it's been a good little weekend, hasn't it, mate?
Yeah.
We've all just packed up now and we're just heading up the farm. As I say, we don't know what's in store for us up here. I know there's a few chores for us to be cracking on with. So I'll probably get run over by a sheep or buttered by a cow, but if anything like that happens, I'll definitely get it on video for you. So okay, so this weekend we obviously went down to the farm and that we've got permission to camp on. We just had a little overnighter, done a bit of bushcraft, some campfire cooking, stuff like that. We tried out some new kit. I tried my swag tent out that I got. I got that on Facebook Marketplace, pre-owned, just to see if I liked them before I got a new one. But I only tested out his new one-man tent he got off Amazon, so I'll leave a link for the tent on Amazon, and I'll also leave a link for Andy's hammock, especially if you're a bigger guy. That hammock's made for the bigger lads, obviously. We're not exactly skinny, so we need the more rugged and bigger equipment to hold our weight. But I hope you enjoyed it. Nobody died this weekend, no one got food poisoning. Andy tried to give us food poisoning a few times. Luckily Brownie stepped in and fixed it. But again, thanks for watching if you're still here. If you like what you see, just give us a subscribe and a like, and comment if you've been camping anywhere this weekend, or you know of any good camping spots for us to try out. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.